All right. What's up, guys? Now that the weather has gotten nasty, there are so many less people riding. Not surprising that people don't want to ride in this, but I don't mind. I think it's fun. I like being out when it's like this. I'm really taking it easy on these tires. These Midas, they're like, I call them the racing slicks. They don't like being in the wet. You know, like on this, like right here where it's just lightly dusted with water, they do not like that. So I'm just keeping the bike upright, just kind of slow speed handling technique. Last time that I had time off work, it was for 4th of July. And it was nice and warm, and there were actually a lot of people out riding during the days that I had off. This is Thanksgiving now, and it is big difference because I do not see hardly anyone riding. It's been rainy, it's been really cold, it's been like in the 40s in the mornings, which is unusually cold for around here. You know, usually in the first thing in the morning it'll be maybe like in the 50s, you know, maybe the low 50s, you know, and lately it's been in the low 40s. This morning it was like 41 or 42 at my place. It was crazy. Crazy cold compared to normal. When you're a kid, you don't care if it's raining. You want to go ride in the rain. Then you get older and you turn into a grumpy grown-up and you're like, oh, I don't want to go out in the rain. I want to stay inside my warm house and play chess. Or now it's starting to rain. Yeah, it's actually raining. I'm going to pull over, put on my rain suit. Yeah. So that worked out perfect. Yeah, this weather definitely keeps people away. Definitely keeps people from riding. It's like a safety issue. Because you do have less traction. And it's a safety issue because everyone around you has less traction. So, oh, there's a fellow rider. What's up, man? You don't look like you have a rain suit. He's like, I know, I don't. I'm hating it. Looks pretty bad, but I'm not cold and I'm not wet. And that's like the two major things that's the two reasons why I wouldn't want to go out in the rain. I'd be like, man, it's like cold and wet out there. Love riding on days like this. It's so much fun. And I mean, you notice how many cars are actually on the road. I want some food, man. I want some food. It was a good thing I hit that little bit of rain way back when I first got up on Mulholland, because I pulled over and put on my rain suit. It just made it so it was nice for the rest of the ride. I would have been miserable. I would have been getting soaked if I hadn't have pulled over and put this thing on. And sometimes when I'm riding, that's the hardest thing for me to do, is just to like pull over and, you know, to stop, take a break if I need to. Let's see how many bikes we got here now. Looks like we got two bikes. Hell yeah. 2 bikes. Make that 3. A Moto Guzzi and a Beamer. The weather sure keeps them away. Almost 1 o'clock. There's like nobody at the rock store today. That was a fun ride for the morning, or for the day. Probably just gonna get back home and edit some videos and hang around the house. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so that's it for my 4 days off in a row. Looks like the rain's done too. We will see whether or not I hit any more rain on the way home. Yeah, this was a good bike for today. It's a good choice. I like being out on the Grom. Puts everything into a whole different perspective. Just like when I ride the gas bike and I'm only going like 25 miles an hour instead of like 50. It's a whole nother different perspective than the Grom. Just because it allows you to see that much more. Nice. It means a lot more when you see people out riding on a day like this. Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, hell yeah, you know, because we're all just out here freaking braving it, braving the elements, as they say. I'm definitely glad that I'm wearing good gear right now and that I'm dressed properly for the weather, because I would be absolutely miserable if I wasn't, because it is really cold right now. It's a nice break just to ride a quiet bike. Something that's like, you know, just low to the ground and just easy to ride. Handles great. Nice and quiet. Just cruises around. And I love it. Nice break from riding a real motorcycle. Yeah, back to the spot where I originally put on my rain suit. Under the tree over there, one of those trees over there. A lot colder here than it was at the rock store. Jeez. Or maybe I've just been riding for longer. I'm starting to cool off. Ah, that feels good. The nice warm sunshine. Oh, warm me up. Warm me up, baby. Oh man, there it goes. There goes my sunshine. Why don't you let me by? Dude, if I'm passing you, going uphill on this bike, dude, you are a bogger. Huh?